Hi, my name is Joshua Louie. I'm one of the guest coordinators here at JCS Farms, and today we're just going to be walking through the house with you guys just to answer some frequently asked questions and some common questions about the property. And so without further ado, let's get started. All right, so first things first, you're going to encounter this main gate, and so when you drive in through the driveway, you're going to be like, have a few questions, maybe how do I open it? Will it stay open? How I manually open it and all of that. And so we'll be going over that with you guys. In order to open it, you have to enter the PIN for the code. So let me do that real quick. And then after you enter the PIN, it should open automatically right for you guys. And then after a few seconds, maybe like a minute after it opens, it will automatically close. So you don't need to worry about that. So what if the power runs out on the house? How are you able to access the gate and open it up? Are you trapped here? Well, you're not. Here, I will show you how to open it manually. To open this gate manually, what you need to do is see this little thing right here. You want to pull it 180 degrees so that it's now facing the opposite direction of where it was originally. And then you just pull the gate out like this to your desired angle, and it'll just stay right there. I'll do it for this side as well. You want to open it 180 degrees from where it was originally. And just pull it out like this, and that's how you open the gate manually. To close the gate manually, all you gotta do is basically reverse the steps. So you wanna bring both gates back to the original position. You wanna close these back to their original areas. And then the last thing you do is push these until you hear a click. So you click, click, and then you're good to go. All right, another thing you note is the septic alarm. So if you hear a loud piercing noise outside, it's probably due to this bad boy right here. And the first step you want to do is call the guest coordinator immediately and let them know that there's an issue regarding the septic alarm, and they'll be sure to respond accordingly. And so next step is when you go outside, you'll see that the light should be on and it will be emitting that noise. So what you want to do is flick this thing right here towards the wall, and the noise should turn off. However, this red light will stay on, and what you want to do and what that means is you want to enter kind of like a conserved mode for how you use your water in the property. For example, this includes taking really quick showers and not using like the dishwasher or washing any clothes until this light turns off. All right, so this is the second potential source where the septic alarm might be going off. If it's going off through this box, same thing applies. What you want to do is flick this switch to the right here, and then the alarm will go off. And just make sure to call the guest coordinator when this happens and to enter water conservation mode. All right, so here we are in the front garden of the property, and right in front of me here is one of the emergency exits that we have in this house for the bottom level. As you can see, this grate kind of opens up and there's a ladder at this window well. So you can just open the window, you can pop out that screen and exit if need be. And so I just wanted to go over this real quickly with you guys because this may prove to be a hazard for small children, because as you can see, these grate holes are pretty big. I can get my foot stuck in this very easily. So just be cautious when your children are outside, and make sure that there's parent kind of supervision, especially in this area. All right, so there are three notable buildings on the property for you guys. This first one is this small little tiny house right here. The second one is a workshop shed right over there in the front. And then the last one is a studio, which is right in front of me in the basement. And these three areas are particularly notable because this is a working farm, this is a live farm, and we'll have people coming in and out occasionally and accessing one of these three buildings. So we just want to keep you guys and make you aware of this. Right here behind me is the animal area. As you can see, this is my dog Wisp right here. And there are three access points for this area. There's a gate right over there, a gate right here, and then a gate on the far end. For your safety, for your pet's safety, and for the safety of our animals right here, please refrain from trying to enter the animal area, and please keep your guests and your pets away from the animal area. Thank you. All right, so you've arrived at the main entrance of the house and you're wondering, how do I get in? So you use this smart lock right here. What you want to do is you enter the PIN provided for you. So let me do that real quick. Boom. Welcome to JCS Farms. All right, now that we're inside the house, if you look to the right of you, you're gonna see this guest binder right here. And you just wanna take a quick look at this before you start getting situated into the home. This has a lot of very useful information, including stuff like check-in and check-out procedures and whatnot. And then even some like recommendations from the locals regarding dining options. So just take a quick look at this before you get situated. Throughout the house, you can find multiple Amazon Alexa speakers, such as the one right here. And if you'd like to connect to them and make use of them, what you need to do is first have the Alexa app downloaded onto your phone, and then you want an Amazon account. So the first thing you're going to do is log on to your Amazon account in the Alexa app. Then what you want to do is go over to the Alexa device right here. There's this little dot right here, this like single dot button, and what you want to do is kind of hold it down. And then when it enters kind of this light circulating the device, then you know it's in pairing mode. And then what will happen is when you get on your device while this is in pairing mode, it'll show you a pop-up like this. You just click continue and you follow the instructions, and that is how you connect an Amazon Alexa device to your device. One of the unique things that this house has to offer is just a big old fan right here, and how to use it is using this little switch right here. It's labeled fan. There are some instructions right here. To raise the fan level of speed, what you want to do is hold this button and you will see the levels slowly rising up. And then if you ever want to turn off the fan, what you want to do is just tap it and it'll go all the way down. Here in the master bedroom, we have a TV right here, and unfortunately it's not a smart TV. However, we do have this Google streaming device connected to it, and so I'll briefly be going over how to use that to connect your device to the TV. First thing that you want to do is turn on the TV. Next thing you want to do is connect to this Wi-Fi, JCS Farms VR3 TV. And what that will do is it will kind of sync your device to the TV so that you're now able to play music. You can play like Netflix, anything from your device onto the screen. All right, so if you want to just play a song or something like that, what you want to do is go to your streaming device of choice, right? You would click this thing right here, boom, Chromecast connected, and it should stream the audio from this device to the TV. All right, this right here is one of our internet extenders. I believe there are two of them in the house, one upstairs, one downstairs. And all this is doing is just making sure that the Wi-Fi in all four corners of the house is running smoothly and quickly. And so you can just leave these alone. However, there is a LAN cable connected to the one downstairs if you'd like to connect that to any of your devices.
All right, we are here at the bathroom. My name is Autumn and I'm helping Joshua out. I just wanted to mention one thing for you all over here by the showers. As you'll notice, in most of our showers, we have curbless showers, which is really nice. You can just walk right in and not trip on anything. But the thing is, it also can be a little bit of an issue if water pools and it comes out. It can cause a little bit of flooding. So in order to prevent that from happening, we have drain covers that we've purchased for each of our showers. They're movable, so they can move around when you're taking a shower. Just make sure that the drain cover is covering the drain because that's what it's meant to do. And that way it will prevent hair from clogging the drain and causing a backup of water and then potential flooding. So if you can just make sure that that drain cover is over the drain and then remove your hair after each use, that would be awesome. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to set the temperature in the home. We set the temperature in the summertime at 75 degrees, which is actually very nice. Our home, it's very well insulated, so you'll find that it's pretty comfortable. But if you want to change the temperature, what you would do is you would, there is a thermostat up here on the main level. There's also a thermostat downstairs. We ask that you just adjust the temperature on this thermostat and not do anything downstairs, because you can actually control all of it from just this one up here. So when you come in, you're gonna see the display as this. You're gonna tap on it. It's a touch screen. It'll show you, it'll say upstairs, and it'll show you the temperature of the room currently in the room. If you needed warm, or you needed cooler or warmer, you would hit this gray button right here underneath home, and then you would select hold. And then from there, you can just toggle up and down the temperature that you desire the room to be. In the summertime, we ask that you adjust the upstairs temperature only. In the winter time for the heat, you're gonna adjust the downstairs temperature only, and that's just because heat rises. So I'll let you figure that out in your own mind. But in order to find out what the temperature is downstairs, you would hit this upstairs, you would hit that, and it'll show you, it'll let you select upstairs or downstairs, and you can hit downstairs, and it'll show you what the temperature is downstairs. So right now the temperature is 71 degrees downstairs, nice and cool, and upstairs the temperature is 74 because we just dropped it to 72, so it's trying to cool to the temperature that we want it to. But that's basically it, and if you have any questions, please call the guest coordinator. We are moving into the kitchen. We've got just a couple of kitchen items to go over with. The first thing is our panoramic doors. You'll see that this wall of doors here, it's just really wonderful for letting light in. If you want to enter and exit this door, there are two doors, one on each end. And what you would do is you would, for this side, it's going to be the opposite for that door over there, because they have their handles on the opposite side and they swing opposite of each other. But you would going to turn this one counterclockwise to open it up. Then you can just push it down and you can open it up. And in order to lock it, when you close it, it's important, you're gonna have to lift the handle here. You're gonna lift the handle, and then that'll allow you to, there we go, sorry. You'd have to actually see it click. So once you close it, you're gonna lift the handle and hear it click, and then you can turn it clockwise about 3 times, and the door will lock. And then it's just the complete opposite on that side, and we also have nice instructions here for you. So they should be pretty easy to use. All right, guys, this is my favorite part of the whole house, is the kitchen. This is a professional range, so if you love to cook, you're gonna love this kitchen. It is a Thermador extra wide. We've got 6 burners here. 2 of these burners, I wanna talk about the true simmer function on these 2. These 2 burners here have a true simmer function, which means that when you turn it to simmer, you can actually go beyond, and you'll see that there's an extra low setting. And as you turn it to that extra low setting, if you go all the way to the end, you're gonna see that it's gonna shut off automatically for about 53 seconds, and then it's gonna turn on automatically for about 7 seconds. And that's at the very lowest, the extra low setting. If you want it to like shut off more like 30 seconds and then turn back on in 30 seconds, you're gonna want to move it more towards the middle. So as you get closer to the simmer function, it will stay on longer and shut off less, if that makes sense, like the timing of it. It'll be off less, but on longer. And the closer you get to the extra low, it'll be off longer and on shorter. So I hope that makes sense. But if you have questions, you can always ask the guest coordinator. So it's a pretty cool function, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the oven feature. In order to turn on the oven, there's actually 2 knobs that you need to turn on. So this is the temperature knob here, and you're gonna set your temperature at whatever you want it to be. I'm gonna set it to 300. It's in the off position on this knob right now, so nothing is turning on. If I wanna bake it, I'm gonna switch it to the bake mode, and then you'll see these 2 lights turn on. It's preheating. Once this preheating light turns off, that means the oven is completely preheated and you can start using it. And then you can just adjust the temperature as you'd like. To turn it off, you're going to turn off the temperature, and it'll automatically turn off, but you also want to flip this to the off mode. And that's how you work the oven. Inside, you'll notice that these are really nifty. They have a safety function where they actually can't come out like some other ones, and they slide very easily. In order to switch the level of the racks, you actually have to, and maybe you can get a closer shot of this, but there's a little notch here where you have to lift it up, and then you have to actually slide it out with your hand, like pull it, and then you're gonna slide it out. So on this side, I'm gonna lift it, and I'm gonna grab hold of that side and pull it out, and then I can lift the whole thing out. And I can change the setting if I wanted to make it a higher setting. So to do that, I'm gonna just align those two things and then the sides, and then push it in and make sure that on the sides, they both just kind of like, adjust and are secured on each side. And then it works where you just pull it out and in. So hopefully that makes sense, but hopefully you won't need to adjust the height of it, because we try to adjust it to the one where most people will commonly use the oven. So just something we wanted to make you aware of, but hopefully it's something that you won't need to do. All right. Okay, now we're at the sink, and I think we've already mentioned that we are on a septic system, so there's some special things that we need to be aware of for the septic. Please do not pour any grease down the drain. We do have a septic system, and it's not good for the system. So refrain from pouring your grease, just pour it into the trash, or wherever, the trash. The trash is the best place for your grease. So pour that into there. We do have a garbage disposal here. And that's gonna be on this side. And yep, just wanted to make sure you guys don't pour any grease down, and we even have a nice nifty sign for you here to remind you. All right, enjoy the house, guys. We're so glad that you're here.